Okay, folks, we're back for my Halloween special, 2017 edition, and it's time to play Jeopardy Deluxe Edition for the Super NES. Got Jim and Jenny facing me today. And we have these as our 6 categories. Westerns, nicknames, Middle East, the 20th century, celebrity marriages, and finally, patriotic songs. Okay, I'm going to start things off with celebrity marriages for 100.
The answer is...
This Oscar winner married 2 actresses, Dixie Lee and Katharine Grant. Who's Bing Crosby? Celebrity marriages 200.
The answer is...
This Olympic gold medalist was once married to the late Dean Paul Martin. Who's Dorothy Hamill? Celebrity marriages 300.
The answer is...
Bruce Willis is married to this star of A Few Good Men and Indecent Proposal. Well, he was, but he's not anymore. Who is Demi Moore? I'll take celebrity marriages for 400.
The answer is...
In 1981, David and Elizabeth Emanuel became world famous as designers of a wedding gown. Who's Princess Diana? Celebrity marriages for 500, please.
The answer is...
She was the widow of Florence Ziegfeld when she played a witch in The Wizard of Oz. Who is Billy Burke? Ran the category. Middle East 100.
The answer is...
War broke out on September 22nd, 1980 when fighter bombers from this nation attacked 10 Iranian fields. What is Iraq? I'll take Middle East for 200.
The answer is...
The building of Aswan High Dam in the 1960s was financed by loans from this country. What is the USSR? Middle East 300.
The answer is...
Of all the Arab countries, this one has the highest percentage of Christians, about 40%. What is Lebanon? Middle East for 400.
The answer is...
This country's national airline is Alia. What is Jordan? Middle East 500.
The answer is...
1941, Syria gained its independence from this European country. What is France? I'm up to $3,000. Nicknames for 100.
The answer is...
This Daredevil's real first name is Robert. Evil, an alteration of Evil, is a nickname. Who is Evil Knievel? I'll take nicknames 200.
The answer is...
Nickname of New York City, Jack Diamond. A man who took 4 separate hits to kill. What is, Legs Diamond? Nickname's 300.
The answer is
Nickname of John Burks Gillespie. What is Dizzy? Nickname's 400.
the answer is
To tell the truth, Dennis Edgar Rudolph Parker made this nickname his legal name. Who is Painless Parker, or what is Painless Parker? Nickname's 500.
is
Jessica Rabbit's hairstyle mimicked the style of this peekaboo girl. Who is Veronica Lake? Thanks, Eugene. Three categories. Let's take patriotic songs for 100.
the answer is
Song that begins, Father and I went down to camp along with Captain Gooden. What is Yankee Doodle? Patriotic songs 200.
the answer is
Hymn that begins from the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli. What is the Marine hymn? There we go. Let's take patriotic songs 300.
the answer is
K.L. Bates wrote Oh Beautiful for Spacious Skies after a visit to this Colorado peak. What is Pikes Peak? I'll take patriotic songs for 400.
the answer is
In the George M. Cohan song, it's the emblem of the land I love. What is the grand old flag? Patriotic songs 500.
the answer is
Irving Berlin's song about soldiers going to Europe during World War I. What is Over There? The 20th Century 100.
the answer is
U.S. delegates signed this organization's charter on June 26, 1945. What is the United Nations? th Century 200.
the answer is
His one and only flight into space lasted 4 hours, 55 minutes, and consisted of 3 orbits. I'm gonna say... Who was Alan Shepard? No, it wasn't him. Well, at least I was on a hot streak there for a while. Cruising through 21 clues. John Glenn, that's right. Oh well. Westerns 100.
the answer is
The author of True Grit had this star of the movie in mind when he wrote the book. Who's John Wayne? I'll take Westerns for 200. Daily Double? What the heck? The 1881 gun battle here took less than 1 minute in real life, but for over 5 minutes on screen in 1957. What is the OK Corral? Westerns 300.
the answer is
William Boyd played this character in 66 films. Jenny. Hop Along Cassidy. Oh, okay. Western's 400.
The answer is
1992 blockbuster Western starring Clint Eastwood. What is Unforgiven? Western's 500.
the answer is
He made nearly 60 Western films, including Wagon Master and The Searchers. John Ford. Oh, yeah. '20th Century 300.
the answer is
By 1981, this Eastern European Union, led by an electrician, had around 10 million members. It's Solidarity. $400.
the answer is
In 1976, Mao, who ran China since 1949, and this man, who ran Chicago since 1955, both died. Who is Richard Daley? Now the last clue.
the answer is
The Top Secret Study of U.S. Involvement in Vietnam, published by the New York Times in 1971. Jenny. The Pentagon Papers. Okay. Ugh. Double Jeopardy time.
here are the categories.
And these categories are D in literature, notice the D in quotation marks, U.S. history, authors, classical music, sports, and finally, first families. Here we go. Authors 200.
The answer is
As a teenager, she cut her hair, dressed in boyish clothes, and called herself William Cather. Who is Willa Cather? Authors 400.
the answer is
Playwright Oliver Goldsmith may have written some of the rhymes attributed to this old woman. Who is Mother Goose? Authors 600.
the answer is
Washington Irving completed a 5-volume biography of this president shortly before his death. Who is George Washington? Authors 800. Daily Double. Though he was born in Prague, Franz Kafka wrote his novels in this language. What is German? And Authors for 1,000.
the answer is
Lord Byron is a national hero here where he died while helping them plan a war against Turkey. What is Greece? Classical music 200.
the answer is
Berlioz neglected his medical study in this capital to spend his nights at the opera. What is Paris? Classical music, 400.
The answer is
Leopold Mozart, who was this relative of Wolfgang, was a famous composer too. What is his grandfather? Classical music, 600.
the answer is
1940 Disney film with the music of Bach, Beethoven, Stravinsky, Schubert, and Mussorgsky. What is Fantasia? Classical music, 800.
the answer is
This master composer of ballets was the leading Russian composer of the late 19th century. Who is Tchaikovsky? Classical music for 1,000.
the answer is
Prokofiev's piece about a little Homo sapiens of a Canis lupus was Peter and the Wolf. That's going to put me at a nice even $32,000. I'll take First Families for 200.
the answer is
I'm going to go back to D in literature in a minute. Before the 1988 election, she joked that if George lost, she'd get a facelift and dye her hair red. Actually, I'm going to stick with this category. Who's Barbara Bush? First Family's 400.
the answer is
Frederick Dent, Ellen Marshall, Jesse Root, and Ulysses Simpson were his children. Who's Ulysses S. Grant? First Family, 600.
the answer is
First Lady was born Claudia Alta Taylor. Was Lady Bird Johnson. First Family's 800.
the answer is
His wife, Rachel, lived to see him elected, but died before he was inaugurated. Who was Andrew Jackson? First Family's for 1,000.
the answer is
The first White House wedding took place in 1812, and this First Lady's sister, Lucy, was the bride. Who's Dolly Madison? Let's go ahead and take D in literature, 200.
the answer is
In titles, this word proceeds in Venice of a salesman and comes through the archbishop. Was death. D in literature, 400. Okay. Some say this classic Cervantes novel is a veiled attack on the Catholic Church. What is Dante's Inferno? Okay. Just want to be sure, though, before I put that in and confirm it. Pretty sure it's right, but I want to be sure. Oh, wait. What is Don Quixote? I think I changed it. D in literature, 600.
the answer is
This Dickens title character is the stepson of the unspeakably cruel Mr. Murdstone. Who's David Copperfield?
Data and literature for 800. The answer is...
We doubt if Paul Flanders would have relished reading his journal of the plague year. Oh, I forget. Oh, well, Jenny doesn't know. Oh, Daniel Defoe, that's right. Sports 200.
The answer is...
While a Golden Gloves winner is a boxer, a Gold Glove winner plays this sport. What is baseball? Uh, 400. Sports.
The answer is...
A hooker and scrum have for positions in this British sport that resembles football. What is rugby? Sports 600.
The answer is...
You won't find Frank Zamboni in the Hockey Hall of Fame, but you can see a Zamboni resurface this. What is ice? Sports for 800.
The answer is...
Named for a female tennis champ, this thoroughbred was racing's lead money winner in 1974. Oh. Chris Everett, yeah, that was my guess. But too late. Sports for 1,000.
The answer is...
Italian Klaus Tobiasi won Olympic gold medals in the summers of 68, 72, and 76 in this sport. Jenny. Platform diving. Oh, okay. U.S. History 200.
The answer is...
British King is Queen Elizabeth, who were the first British monarchs to visit the U.S. Who is George VI? U.S. History for 400.
The answer is...
On July 4th, 1917, an American colonel spoke these words at Lafayette's tomb in Paris. What is Lafayette? We are here. U.S. History 600. In the south, the battles of Bull Run were known as the battles of this. What is Manassas? $800.
The answer is...
On April 23rd, 1968, students began to take over buildings on the campus of this Ivy League university. What is the University of Chicago? No. No. Columbia, that's right.
The answer is...
This Pennsylvania's nickname comes from its place in the center of the original 13 colonies. What is the Keystone State?
The answer is.
He never finished his novel Natochka Nezvanova because he was sent to Siberia. Well, Jim's not going to be around for Final Jeopardy. Fyodor Dostoevsky. So Jenny goes up to $3,900, and I have a whopping $73,600. The category is icky words. I'm gonna go $26,399. Words that describe some cats, but especially Morris. What is finicky? And if I'm right, I go up to the maximum of $99,999.
Final Jeopardy answer is.
It's finicky. So I finished with $99,999. Jenny finishes with $7,800, so she bet it all. And I'll see you all for that next segment.